Here is an explanation text. Let's look at the key features to help us understand it and give us ideas for writing our own. We're going to look first of all at the structure of the explanation text. Straight away you can see that it starts with a title, in this case, How a Hot Air Balloon Works. Explanation texts often use the word how at the beginning of a title, or why. They're then organised into paragraphs, and the first paragraph is the introduction, and it's usually a general statement or a series of sentences that introduce the topic. It's then followed by a series of paragraphs which go on to explain in more detail. In this case, the second paragraph tells us about the parts of the hot air balloon, and the third paragraph goes into more detail about how the hot air balloon works. The final paragraph is the conclusion and is once again more general. The final paragraph in this text tells us about what hot air balloons are actually used for. We're now going to look at the language features within the text. Explanation texts usually use the present tense, and we can find a few examples of this in this text. The hot air balloon is a very simple flying machine. It carries people, it heats the air, it lifts the balloon. He simply turns down the burner. These are all examples of the present tense. Another key language feature is the third person. And in this text, the third person is used a couple of times. It refers to people, and the pilot, and he. Our next language feature is technical vocabulary. In this case, the technical vocabulary, or the vocabulary related to the topic, is about hot air balloons, and it's mentioned in the second paragraph. We've got the word envelope, the hot air burner, and the basket. Another language feature to look out for is the impersonal language, those formal phrases that you often see written down. And a very good example is in the second paragraph again, with it consists of the balloon itself. And one of the last features which we're going to find examples of is connectives. And there are a couple of different examples of connectives in this text. We've got some connectives at the beginning of sentences, when, because, and if. And we've also got connectives in the middle of sentences, because, and however. Hopefully, this quick look at an explanation text has helped you to identify some of the key features that you should try to use when you write an explanation text.